Welcome everyone, join us today as we pay tribute to Divine, the trailblazing icon who shattered barriers and redefined the boundaries of art, fashion, and performance, becoming a global phenomenon and the drag queen of the century. So let's dive in. Divine, born Harris Glenn Milstead on October 19, 1945 in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States of America. He was zodiac sign Libra. Born into an upper-middle-class American family, Divine was named after his father Harris, while his mother Frances was of Serbian ancestry. Married in 1938, Harris and Frances both secured stable jobs at the Black & Decker factory in Towson during the wartime years. Divine was their only child, as Frances experienced 2 miscarriages in 1940 and 1943. As a result, he was doted upon by his parents, who indulged his every whim, including his love of food, leading to a lifelong struggle with being overweight. At his request, family and friends called him by his middle name Glenn, to distinguish him from his father. In 1957, Divine and his family moved to the Baltimore suburb of Lutherville, where he attended Towson High School. Bullied for his weight and effeminacy, he endured severe mistreatment from classmates, some of whom were expelled for their actions. At 17, Divine's parents sent him to a psychiatrist, where he first acknowledged his attraction to both men and women, an identity considered taboo in 1960s. After graduating in 1963, he enrolled at Marinella Beauty School and worked briefly as a hairdresser. During this time, he secretly hosted extravagant parties funded by his unsuspecting parents and began experimenting with drag. On one memorable occasion, he arrived at his girlfriend's house dressed as his idol, Elizabeth Taylor. Divine's life took a pivotal turn when he befriended a local boy, a rebellious teen recently expelled from school for smoking marijuana. This boy was John Waters, who would later become the iconic filmmaker known as the Pope of Trash. Their friendship and collaboration began in their youth, with Waters giving him the name Divine and crowning him the most beautiful woman in the world, almost setting the stage for Divine's groundbreaking career. They went on to create 6 wildly entertaining cult classics together, including the darkly comedic Female Trouble in 1974. Their early collaborations included the short films Roman Candles in 1966 and Eat Your Makeup in 1968. Where Divine first appeared on screen in drag, most memorably as Jackie Kennedy in a daring restaging of JFK's assassination, a moment considered shockingly too soon at the time. This was followed by their first feature-length film, Mondo Trasho. John Waters played a pivotal role in shaping Divine's iconic image, envisioning something bold and unconventional. Divine embraced a look that defied traditional beauty standards, shaving his hairline back to the middle of his head and wearing extravagant exaggerated makeup designed by artist Van Smith. Waters deliberately sought to redefine beauty, aiming for a 300-pound, over-the-top bombshell, and inflated Jane Mansfield. This unique aesthetic took center stage in Multiple Maniacs in 1970, now a cult classic and part of the Criterion Collection. The film, rated X, follows Divine as the leader of a misfit sideshow troupe called the Cavalcade of Perversion, driven by a quest for revenge against a cheating lover. Divine's fame grew in underground circles, largely due to Waters screening Multiple Maniacs in rented churches to avoid censorship. This momentum exploded with the release of Pink Flamingos in 1972. The film became a midnight movie sensation, infamous for a shocking scene where Divine eats fresh dog feces. Fearless, raunchy and unapologetic, Divine became a counterculture icon, even performing with San Francisco's avant-garde troupe, the Cockettes. Around this time, Waters encouraged Divine to amplify his aesthetic even further, leading to the creation of the Godzilla of drag. Divine adopted miniskirts, tight dresses that emphasized his larger frame, and even more outrageous makeup, breaking the conventions of drag performance. His fearless approach redefined drag, inspiring future generations of performers, making all drag queens cool. In the mid-1970s, Divine expanded his career into theater in both New York and London, performing in successful productions of the campy plays, Women Behind Bars, and The Neon Woman. By 1981, he starred in John Waters' film Polyester, while simultaneously launching a disco career. His flamboyant live performances became a major draw in the club scene, leaving a lasting impact with a series of fun dance hits. In 1979, Divine released the single, Born to Be Cheap, on Chicago's Wax Trax label. While the song didn't gain much traction, his career took off in 1982 when he collaborated with producer Bobby Orlando, famous for giving Pet Shop Boys their first break, to release Shoot Your Shot, which became an instant club hit and earned gold certification in Holland. Divine quickly became a sought-after performer at iconic venues like Studio 54 and Andy Warhol's Factory. Though his follow-up single, Shake It Up, failed to chart, 1983's Love Reaction was another success. The song borrowed heavily from the bass line and melody of New Order's Blue Monday, leading to rumors of legal disputes, though New Order later denied pursuing action and even paid tribute to Divine during a live performance. In 1984, his single, You Think You're a Man, climbed to number 8 on the Australian charts and reached the UK Top 20 at number 16, earning him a spot on the popular Top of the Pops television show. By this time, Divine was working with the renowned Stock Aitken and Waterman production team, though his later singles received diminishing attention and airplay. Throughout his career, he sought recognition as a versatile character actor rather than being solely identified with drag performances. Despite his efforts to take on more male roles, he found himself often cast in the larger-than-life female characters that had defined his early career. Personally, Divine identified as a gay man rather than transgender. He only dressed in drag for his work and had no aspiration to live as a woman. In the 1980s, he was in a long-term relationship with a married man, Lee Leckire, who often accompanied him in his travels. After their separation, Divine had a brief relationship with gay adult film actor Leo Ford, a connection that garnered attention in the gay press. Divine faced numerous health challenges related to his weight, including sleep apnea, a disorder characterized by chronic loud snoring that can cause memory loss, mood swings, heart issues, and even strokes. His reported marijuana use, coupled with chronic insomnia and frequent overeating, often left him physically exhausted and led to significant weight gain. These struggles contributed to cycles of depression, further impacting his overall well-being. At 42, Divine was on the verge of expanding his career into television when tragedy struck in Southern California. Having overcome his marijuana habit, he was enjoying widespread acclaim from fans and critics for his portrayal of Edna Turnblad in John Waters' film, Hairspray, released just 3 weeks prior. Excitedly, he was set to take on his first network television role, Out of Drag, as Uncle Otto, a Bundy relative, in Fox's Married with Children. The network had high hopes for the character to become a regular. However, Divine never arrived on set. After a full day of rehearsals at Sunset Gower Studios, Divine spent the evening dining with friends at the hotel restaurant where he was staying, before retiring to his room. Tragically, on March 7, 1988, shortly before midnight, he passed away in his sleep at the age of 42 due to a heart attack caused by an enlarged heart. His body was flown back to Maryland, where a funeral was held at Prospect Hill Cemetery. Hundreds gathered to pay their respects as Divine was laid to rest beside his grandmother. And there you have it. Though his life was tragically cut short, Divine's bold spirit and groundbreaking influence live on, continuing to inspire generations of artists, performers, and fans who celebrate self-expression and authenticity. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Take care and bye for now.